It's one thing to see a card online, maybe on eBay or through an auction house or through social media, or in person behind a case at a card show. But to finally own a card, to hold it in your hand, see it up close and personal, and soak it all in, all the details, all the nuance, that's something altogether different. In this one, we're going to dig into just what makes these particular cards and the set they come from so stunningly exceptional. What's up, everybody? Alex here with a freshly brewed cup of coffee. You know, I've been collecting for a number of years now, and in all that time, I've seen and heard all about 33 Goudeys. I've seen endless photos of them online. I've seen YouTube videos from fellow collectors. I've even seen them lined up in cases at the National. I've always admired them. I've bookmarked a few, and I've had them on my want list for years now. But only recently did I pull the trigger on these two guys, and I have to say they are even more stunning, more intricate, more impressive than I originally thought. You'll often hear this on YouTube, but all of our videos just don't do these cards justice. And when you get acclimated with them in person, it's honestly a pretty surprising and amazing experience. I think there's just something really special about 1933 Goudey cards, but I don't think I can really figure this out on my own, so I'm going to get some help from two fellow collectors who know a thing or two about these cards. I've invited two avid collectors of this set, our friend Chuck from Chuck Northside Guy on YouTube, and Marty from Signed 1933 Goudey on Instagram, to share some thoughts and some cards. So here we go.
The 1933 set, in addition to having just spectacular, vibrant, rich colors, and coming out in the height of the Great Depression, I think there's something really special about it. I think it's there's a nostalgia that's just inherent to that. Certainly, I think the presence of Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig are part of it, but this is a set of 240 cards in which 66 of them depict Hall of Famers. Think about that. More than 1/4 of the set are Hall of Fame cards.
Looking through the cards, though, I also really appreciate the stories of some of the players, and I like learning about history of players. So cards like Adolfo Luque. Adolfo Luque was a Cuban pitcher, and he was amazing. He was the first Latin American pitcher in Major League Baseball, and I really think he should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He died in 1957. He won 2 World Series championships. Really underappreciated. He was a phenomenal coach and developed a lot of players in Cuba too. So I'm really proud to have the nicest known Adolfo Luque signed card as well.
So what do I like best about this set? I think it's the aesthetics of the card. The colors are so rich and vibrant. The artwork, if you really look at it, you can almost discern the hand of 5 or 6 different unique styles and artists. And you can really see the artist's style laid up side by side. And I think that's really neat to see that.
The art is just phenomenal. The photographs that they took the cards from are amazing.
Now, my all-time favorite card in this Goudey set, 1934 Goudey set, is this number 22, Pie Trainer. What I like about it is the variety of colors. I view it as a classic card. You have the yellow, you have the green, you have the red, you have the white action pose in the middle. It happens to be an extremely well-centered version of a 1933 Goudey. I would put this card in probably my top 10 of my entire collection. It's that beautiful to me. Now, you know you really love a set when you take these cards out, and no matter how often you've looked at them, you continue to derive joy by looking at them. And I do.
You know, I've shared with multiple people over the last couple of years that I've been working on a book about the 1933 Goudey set, and I hopefully will have that finished here by the end of this year. The book really tells the story of early collectors that got these cards autographed, It also tells the history of the Goudey Gum Company, which is interesting. You know, Goudey was a real man that got his start with Wrigley chewing gum. He actually partnered with a gentleman by the name of DeLong on the East Coast. They were in Boston and really were trying to market their product and you know, came up with a unique idea of making bubblegum packs. And so the Goudey gum was one stick of gum with one card. And they really did something that was pretty phenomenal. They advertised a 240 card set, and they left out one card. Many believe it was a marketing ploy. They left that card out so kids would keep buying the penny packs. Ultimately, a demand letter was issued to Goudey, and they were ordered to print card number 106.
Here is Bill Herman, Charlie Garinger, Dizzy Dean. Beautiful card. All Hall of Famers. Well, look at this. I'm going to just leave Dizzy Dean up there because look at how similar the Lefty Grove is. The style, the color, everything. I'm going to throw Lefty Gomez in there too. Beautiful cards. Beautiful.
I think it's the best set out there, and it's certainly definitely one of the big three, which includes the T206 cards and includes the 52 Tops cards. But I think for the value and the bang for the buck, again, I think the artwork, everything about that set is just phenomenal, and you can still pick them up relatively cheap.
What do I think about adding some 1933 Goudey? Certainly, it's an expensive undertaking. You don't have to collect it in a PSA 5. You can find wonderful versions that are beautifully beaten up and well-loved in the PSA 2 and 3 levels that aren't as expensive. But I do think every collector should seriously consider adding some 1933 Goudey to their collection. Maybe a handful. Maybe you build a team set. Maybe you just say, I'm going to have 5 or 10 of these cards, and I'm going to collect only those cards that have the Big League Chewing Gum banner at the bottom of the card. Infinite ways that you can mix and match. But it really takes me back to an era of baseball that I like to think about. It's just waxed in nostalgia for me. I think there are cards that are just wonderful to pull out of the box and just flip through from time to time. It never gets old to me. I have had a wonderful time looking at these cards right now and sharing them with you.
If you ever want to talk about 33 Goudeys, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at @1933Goudey. Anytime people are interested in 33 Goudeys, my ear perks up because I do think it's the best baseball set of all time.
So is this the greatest baseball set of all time? Well, you all know where I fall on that topic, but I can definitely understand why anybody would rank this as number one. It's certainly up there, no matter where you rank it personally. I don't plan on building this set, at least not right now, but I will continue to cherry pick my way through the cards that jump out at me. I definitely love this set. I think it's cool and astonishingly beautiful, and I'm looking forward to acquiring some more to go along with these two guys. I want to thank Chuck and Marty for sharing their thoughts, their expertise, and of course their cards in the making of this video, and I want to thank you all for coming along for the ride. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to hear from you in the comments. And hey, if you have a friend who's into cards, share this video with them and help spread the Goudey love. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and I'll talk to you all soon.